Hi everyone, this is Michael Bengiat with Lifetime Investor, and this is the Stock Picks Weekend Review video for March 18th, 2023. Okay, so let's get started. It's going to be a short video because there really isn't a lot of positive things happening in the market. We're going to go over the current market environment a little bit first. We don't have any stocks in our portfolio, so that's why it is crossed out. There's no stocks on the ready list, and we have just a few on the watch list. Right there, it's telling you that this is not a good market. Okay, just real briefly, our stock environment indicator is on red. The current best strategy is still short-term swing trading. We're just not getting any kind of decent moves out of the majority of stocks. Right now we have no exposure to the market. It's just, there's really no reason to be part of the market. Everything is just about falling apart. A lot of the leaders that looked like they were holding up and they look strong, they're starting to get hit now. And in our market trend advisory service, everything's on red. So we're in a correction. We have a high number of distribution days, that's where the big institutions are selling into the rallies. The trend is down. It's basically all down. So we just have a few stocks on our watch list. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. That are holding up actually pretty well. And so the first one is Harrow Health. And they're dealing with the development, production, and sale of innovative ophthalmic, it's hard to say that, therapies. And you see here, this is the S&P, that's this black line. And this stock, while the S&P has been kind of just going down to nowhere, it's been really making a nice move up. Relative strength is 99, which is fantastic. It's outperforming all but the top 1% of stocks. Actually, it is in the top because the number only goes to 99. So really, this is outperforming just about every single stock. Now, earnings are in 5 days, so we have a little bit of a warning there. But you can see, really nice looking chart here. It's broken out. Had a nice move up. It looks like it's forming just another little base up here. Now we're trying to get it on a break above, really just right above this high here. So we're clearing out just about all the supply up there. So you can see here, if I was to draw a line, which I will here, yeah. So you can see here, if we break above this, which is about 1907, and as our buy zone goes up to 1960. So we're just right in this little zone here. But if we can break above this, and especially a nice high volume, we have cleared out all of this. You can see this area here, right about where we've drawn the line. That's about 1906. Every time it's gotten up there, the market sellers have appeared and pushed the stock down. So that's what we're looking for. In typical fashion in this crappy market, it's probably going to run up right into earnings. Again, that's like that gambling mentality. It kind of drives me nuts. That's just what it is. I mean, people buying, especially huge positions into earnings, it's just gambling. And, hopefully if you're doing it, that's not a smart move. There's been a lot of just high profile bombs that have gone on. So, you can quickly lose a lot of your money very, very quickly. And it's just gambling. You don't know what's going to happen on earnings. Second, hopefully whoever's managing your money, if you have somebody, they're not doing that kind of activity, because this is why ultimately one day you're going to get a big hit and you're not going to recover because the stock will just keep going. So anyways, that's what we're looking for with this one. It's one of the best looking stocks, so we will continue to watch it. The next one is Sotera Health. They're the leading global provider of sterilization services, lab testing, and advisory services. So here you can see we had a stock that was in a real strong downtrend and then had some great news, just almost made, actually did make more than 100% move. And you can see here, after this big move, what do you notice here? That there's really not a lot of sellers. If this was just some kind of bogus news like we've been seeing lately, where companies come out and they announce big stock buyback and junk, that's really just nothing. It's not news. And even a lot of times when they do announce the stock buybacks, they'll say, yes, we have authorized $20 billion of stock buyback. Doesn't mean they're going to actually do it. A lot of times, if you look back, they never did it. So anyways, but this is a different situation. I don't know what the news was here, but high volume, and the stock didn't really sell off. It's just the people are comfortable with the stock up at this new level here. Now we had a crash, so whatever it was kind of reversed, but it does look like it wants to go higher. So this one, again, we're kind of clearing out right here. There's our buy is just a little bit above that, 1832 to 1890. So we're looking to clear out most of this area here. So we just have a couple days where it got above. Ideally, it would just blast above all of it in one day and clear this whole area here. So that we're watching. A very good relative strength, outperforming the market. So we are watching that one. And the last one is Cohu, and they are chip equipment manufacturer. Again, this one, you can see here, it's finally broken its downtrend. You can see here just in the 50-day, the 200 days it's been coming down. It got above it, and now the 50 is above that. And we're starting to form just a little, we had a base here, and it formed a sort of a base on base. And we're starting to tighten up here, and we're trying to get in about 37.97. So right above at this area here, clearing out most of this except for a couple days. So that's what we're looking for. But again, one of the better, and this electrical semiconductor group, equipment group, is now the #1 group, which is really interesting because we've had a lot of oil and gas, other groups like that. In fact, I'm in here down the bottom here. Let me just sort this by industry group. Let's go here. Go the other way around. There we go. So you can see now the semiconductor equipment and Fabless is the #1 and 2. And we've had some other interesting ones here. Building, residential, commercial, metal products distributor, telecom. So we're starting to see a little bit different industry groups that have now shown up at the top of the list. So this is, again, in the right place at the right time. So we'll see if it can break out. But at this point, we're just watching all these. Even this one, look, the earnings and sales are pretty marginal. There's really nothing to be excited about there. Let's go back to Harrow Health. No earnings, are still minus, some decent sales. So that's okay. And let's look at the last one, which was Sotera. Again, nothing really fantastic going on with earnings and sales. We're all starting to look for those ones that are triple-digit earnings and sales, or at least accelerating earnings and sales. But we're not getting that on any of these stocks. So there maybe you could look at it more as trading stocks. You get a decent move out of it, and you'd say goodbye. Okay, well that's it for this week. We're just sitting in cash and watching the market. There's really no reason to get any kind of aggressive positions in this market. That'll just get you into trouble. And we'll be back next week, hopefully with a better situation. Okay, thank you.